So, Alarmable. I have 3 alarms here, which is stored in the Alarmable manager. There you go, it's an enum, alarm 3D, or 3 alarms, sorry, static const int, alarm number equals 3. Then he creates 3 alarms, all using this directive registration data, which has the 2 registration commands, the current state, and the delete reference. I forgot to say in the previous video, but update and draw use the exact idea of the delete reference to... For the update and draw, they can do constant time deletion. Alarmables, you have to use a map, so they're not quite as good, but they are linear time, I believe. Or, not linear, sorry, log. Wait. Oh, sorry. Not log, sorry. They can do constant time. Okay, so, when it gets created, he creates all of his alarms. Destroyed, he deletes all his alarms. Now this guy's a little bit funkier when you actually go to trigger an alarm. It could be any of the 3. So it has to have a switch. Then you see the familiar code of alarm registration, alarm deregistration, submit, submit. This guy I changed on my end because I found race conditions where if an object has to leave this scene, it's hard to tell whether or not an alarm is going to be live, or not. Because you still need to end him or else the alarm could technically go off while he's still in the pool. So I have an ifs check here, so that way I can tell my users to essentially always put any alarm that you register, you should put at the end here to deregister it, to ensure he doesn't accidentally go off while he's in the pool. And the if makes sure if you do put this call in your code and he's actually fully deregistered, it won't break anything. Okay, very, very similar guy. He has his commands for alarm registration, alarm deregistration, except now he has times for the time, scene registration, and scene deregistration. Which we go to our alarm manager. Where are you, boyo? Okay. Which is the map where he keeps looking at the top guy. If he pops, if he does find the first guy, he'll go look at the second. Basically, keep looking at the top until he finds one that doesn't pass this time, then he'll end. Or unless it's empty, obviously. And then I believe this is actually also constant time removal because it's using this reference. It's constant or logarithmic, but I'm pretty sure it's constant. Okay, so go back to the player demo again. Actually, let's go to Bullet, because he better shows the race condition I talked about earlier. So, scene entry, you do alarmable, submit alarm registration, the alarm type, and the amount of time. But see, now this guy is the one that required me to change that, because alarm 0, when that pops, can cause the death, or a player collision can cause the death, which death here again, in case I want to do any funny effects, just submit exits. And then I do alarmable, submit alarm deregistration. Because the issue here is if the bullet dies to a collision, the alarm will still be going. If the player dies to an alarm, the alarm will be deregistered. There's 2 different states that the alarm could be in when it goes to scene exit. So I put that extra check to make sure that it never goes off when it enters the pool. And then obviously I pulled them, which is not really all too well done. We go to scene. This guy, all of his commands go in here, but now he has the additional guy of being alarm manager.process alarms. He's done second in the phase. Oh, oops, I should have said updatable is done 4th, and then draw is done based on the engine, whenever the engine calls draw. Which engine calls the scene manager, who calls the scene, who calls draw, which says these 2 guys, then update guys. Alarms are second, after commands, which are first.